Cliff Ellis Show is sponsored by HTC and Great Southern Wool.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Cliff Ellis Show. We're back at it again. The Coastal Carolina Chanticleer is currently sitting at 11-3 going into this weekend, and as always, joined by the head Chanticleer himself, Coach Cliff Ellis. Coach, you guys definitely kept the fans on the edge of their seats last weekend here at the HTC Center.
Well, it's ironic. The week before, and we talked about it on the last show, we had played Georgia State and led throughout the entire game and got beat at the end. We're so despondent, so to speak, as we got back because we let one get away. Troy led us both games with decisive numbers, and we came back and found a way to win. So that tells you a lot about our team, the resiliency of it. We seem to be a better second half team, but I don't want us to be any particular half. I want us to be both halves. But to find a way to win says a lot about our team. We played these games without DeAnthony Tippler. We had some guys that stepped up. And those were two good wins. Now we're a half a game out of first place as we go to this weekend series, and you know, we're going down the stretch. I mean, my gosh, we've only got 3 home games left. As we go into this weekend, we've got 10 games to play, and there's a lot on the line, and we put ourselves in position. Gabe, we've won our games, but we haven't been on the road, so to speak. So these next 5 games, they're going to be pretty big.
And you mentioned players stepping up, in particular Kevin Williamson and Ahmad Harvey off the bench. Just speak on their play because they really just came out of nowhere and I mean, they were huge.
Well, they were the difference in the game as far as helping get us through things. Kevin, when we lost Tippler through the week with regard to knew that he wasn't going to play, Kevin did not join the team because he had COVID earlier, and it kept him out till the middle of December. He had a tough battle with it, so he's only been with us a month. And he's a new player, but it's the next man up, and we're starting to get into our bench a little bit. And he really stepped up for first time, not playing any non-conference games, so to speak, coming out and doing what he did was fine. And then Ahmad Harvey, the way that he came off the bench, really helped us. And I think if you get into the stretch and play all these games, I really think your bench is such a factor, especially playing these Friday, Saturday games.
And, of course, they came up huge. But, as always, Devontae Jones, I mean, just speak on his performance. 30 points on Friday.
Friday night, big night. Got off to a slow start but in the second game. But in the second half, he came on strong. He's got an arrow on his back. And other guys have got to do some things. But he really had a great weekend. And
then also Abring Madiba in the final minute of that Saturday game. That was incredible to see. Incredible shots and the block as well.
Yeah,
just looking at his performance coming in clutch.
Big plays. He's experienced. Our leaders really came through over the weekend. You know, Ebo and DJ are our leaders. And DJ, as a matter of fact, was the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Week. Due to it, but that leadership is key, and they made big plays.
And also now you guys, you know, we're getting to really the meat of the conference schedule in the back half. You guys are sitting a half game back in first place. Where do you really feel you guys sit right now going into this road?
Well, I think the road stretch is going to be big because you know we've had only one road game, but we're there. I mean, we've taken care of business at home, but how we respond to these next 5 road games is going to say a lot about the championship chase because we only have 3 home games left. We got to do this thing on the road. If we're going to win a championship, we got to win it on the road. And road's not easy. And as we've said before, you know, you go into Georgia, their state laws are different. This game is going to be, with Friday night's games, nationally televised, and they're going to have fans. So anyway, hope everything's safe, and I hope we go play.
And also, you mentioned the national exposure. Just how important is that going to be for this program, especially with how well you guys are doing right now?
Well, I think it helps in so many ways, recruiting, but it helps our university. We've gotten a lot of exposure this year. It's prime time. You know, you're playing at 8:30 on an ESPN network. That's prime time, and you can't put a price tag on that. We saw that in past years with our basketball program. We saw it with our baseball program. We saw it in our football program. Prime time, national exposure, that's what helps make this university go.
And it's a fun time to be a Chanticleer for sure, and we'll have more of the Cliff Ellis Show right after this.
The Cliff Ellis Show is sponsored by A&I Fire Restoration and Britton Law Firm.